Hello everybody, my name is Wing Liang, the Aragon watch designer, and welcome to another episode of the Aragon watch presentation. Okay, so what we have today is we are introducing a brand new collection, which is the Aragon Millipede Max GMT Automatic. Okay, so let's dive in and talk about this watch. Well, look what we have here. Okay, so here we have the Aragon Millipede Max GMT Automatic. Now, we previously debuted the tourbillon execution and also the Ronda 8040N, the Swiss-made Ronda 8040N with the chronograph with the big date, which is one of my favorite quartz movement. Okay, with such a great success, the 8040N is nearly sold out, and that's the reason why I am introducing you the GMT automatic version. So if you previously liked the design of this watch and didn't pull the trigger, it's because it was a quartz version. Now we have the automatic version. Now for the automatic version, we have two sizes. Okay, so this is what we call the 48, and this one, what we call, is the 42. Okay, later on, I'm going to put on my wrist and show you the size perspective on my wrist, my 6.5-inch wrist. Okay, now, so as you can see, I designed every single one of these, and the 8040N had the tachymeter on the bezel, but this one has the GMT engraved on the bezel. Okay, this is a non-moving bezel. It's a fixed bezel. So if you are, or if you're not familiar with the Millipede Max, sorry. So it's a new case design. That the first one we did was the tourbillon. It was limited edition and so forth, and it is one of the most expensive in the Millipede Max collection. I think it's close to $1,000, and then the 8040M was less expensive, but these are all sapphire crystal. Okay, so let me point out the design first, and then I'm going to tell you about the specs. As you can see, this is a cushion case, but not so simple. I purposely designed the case with an angular case, a lot of angles. Okay, as you can see, the sidewall over here is double steps. It's like a beveled step down here. Angle. Cool, isn't it? And then that way, when I design it like that, it gives it a unique look, and it also gives it a more aggressive feeling, because a lot of angles, it will give a lot more, like more aggressive and more in terms of design details. So you can also see in the lug area is also another angle. All is done vertical brush finishes. Even the first and solid link is done in 2 steps, right? Bezel. You can see all around. Now, the crown guard is also quite interesting. So it's protecting. You can open and close. There's a click, right? You can open and close, and then you can do the screw down crown. Unscrew. You can see how it pops out about 1 millimeter. So pull out all the way out is to adjust the time. Now, let me talk about this first, and then I'll go back about the height of the hands. And then the first click is to adjust the GMT. The date is counterclockwise. The GMT is clockwise. You notice how I talked about this before. Okay, with the automatic, every turn is a 1-hour jump. Instead of the quartz, they go smoothly. Okay, so this is what I like about the NH34, the Seiko NH34. And it's synchronized with the hour hands. Okay, so if you're not familiar with GMT, it could be used as a second time zone, or it could be used as a military time. So for example, right now, let's just say Florida time is 12 o'clock. It is 900 somewhere else. So this is like a second time zone. But if you, for example, you're gonna set it together, okay? Let's just say you set it together. So it will be 12 o'clock or 1200, okay? You can do it like this. And then you can also do 1300, 1400, which is really, really good function. Now, GMT is one of my favorite complication. And I also love the power reserve complication. So let's just go back. The second part I want to talk about is, oh, by the way, make sure you turn and lock the crown at the same times to prevent water getting inside through the crown. And this is a 300 meters or 990 feet submergible underwater. It's no joke. All of our watches, you can submerge underwater, scuba dive, everything. Okay, now let's go back, see if I can show this angle to you. Okay, I want to see where the center point of the dial is. You see each one of the elevation of the hands, the GMT first, hour, minute, and then the second hand. You notice how the height of the hour and the minute hand. Okay, so this takes the extra canyon to a taller canyon to produce this, and I love how clean and how what's the word I'm trying to use is like very precise, and the elevation of each one of the hands, so each one you can pass through. There are many different ways to do it, but I like to do it like this with the GMT, so the hands will not be touching each other. Of course, you know, when you do the correct measurement, you know, for example, like the GMT hand is less than 0.5 millimeter above the dial, and then the hour hand is so forth. But let me align all of them together, and then you can see even more precise. Hold on, let me see if I can do that. So when we build these hands, we have to build them with a higher canyon for just the GMT. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so we have 4 colors, and I truly love every single one of them. It's no joke. This one is we call it the yellow, but however, because we're using this sunray texture, when you get this at home, it's not like the dive solid yellow, you know, like the dive watches yellow. This is more like a metallic sunburst yellow, which is really, really nice. Okay, so, and also this is the only one with the yellow color on the fixed bezel. Okay, so again, white lume glows green for the hands and the hour index. Date window at the 3 o'clock position, and you can see the profile is a flat sapphire crystal, and the case diameter is 42 plus the crown guard, and then the north and south is approximately 51. Thickness is about 15.3, which is really cool, and then logo is located here, engraved, acid etching. The sidewall is using this vertical brushed finish, and then the key about the Millipede is all about the bracelet. Now, I've seen comments. Some people love it, some people don't. You know, it's everybody has different liking, which is great. But I really like this, the design of this bracelet, and here's why. Okay, this is a non-traditional design bracelet. If you like a traditional bracelet, like the 3-piece, link, or the 5-piece or the 7-piece, we have that too with the Aragon brand. So, but for this particular Millipede design, what I'm aiming for is a more unique and more industrial design. Okay, each one of this is being put together by a true functional Allen screw. Okay, you can see we cut out the link. I'm going to do a demonstration of the sizing of the bracelet later on at the video. We cut out, okay, and then you can see these are all true stainless steel material, and with the cutout, it reduces the weight of the bracelet. But however, if you look at this, I think it's really, really cool. You look at the shape of each one of the link. It's like a teardrop, right? And then if you look at the surface of this, it is not a flat design. It's a lot of curvature, a lot of thought behind it. But clean is the key. Even with so much detail, you know how sometimes it could backfire with so much details, it would look like a monster. But anyway, but this really, really is very smooth, very streamlined, and unique bracelet. You know, if you have a lot of watches, a lot of traditional dive watches, why not try something different? If it is, you know, to your liking, of course. And then also the bracelet, the clasp is a dual button deploying clasp, solid stainless steel. And don't forget, this is a sapphire crystal, okay, stainless steel. Bracelet is very easy to size, but you need 2 of the Allen screws. You can purchase them as an add-on, or you can also use your go to your hardware stores if you don't want to purchase from us, and you can also find these. Okay, so here's the yellow. But if you're more conservative, okay, you're like, you're looking at this video, it's like, oh, the yellow is really nice, but I'm not so sure because I never had a yellow watch. Why not go for this stealthy gray, okay? And this is completely a very unique gray. You see how even with the contrast, so all the hands and the markers are being done with a black frame, right? You see the black hands, the black hour index, but with the contrast of the white, it truly pops. You can easily see the hands. And then you can also see the GMT is in a red color as well, right? So it's very legible. Of course, the bezel for the gray, the green, and the blue, they're all done in the black fixed bezel GMT. All right, so very good looking. This is my recommendation if you like the colors, what you see, but I'm a little bit conservative and go for this one. This is not the same gray that you have in other brands or other Aragon watch. This is completely different, so you might want to get into this. So because of the Memorial Weekend, we are going to do something very special for you. And pay attention to the coupon code that we're going to send out. Okay, and you're going to be really happy. This will give you extra savings, okay? So here's a gray. Now, I really don't know how to describe this green, but I kind of like, it pops. Okay, I'm going to put both together. This green is more like, I know I've described the Jolly Rancher green, but this is a little bit darker, okay? So a little bit darker than that one with the anti-gravity. So you can see it's really, really sharp. It's, you know, it's very, of course it's metallic, but it's very like this, the tropical fish type of colors. You know, lately I've been doing a lot of, fishing and stuff like that on a lot of water activities. So it inspires me to come out with all these different colors. It's very tropical fish. How about that? But of course, this was designed over a year ago. And so I want you to know every time when I design a watch, and through all the preparations, usually take minimum of 9 months or more. Okay, so there's a lot of hard work to it, even though, okay, so we're known for great value. So the point I'm trying to say is, even though with the price that you're getting, okay, you're not getting any less of a watch. Okay, a lot of thoughts, a lot of details, a lot of engineering in every single watch. But sometimes, it's psychological. All right, people like to pay more money, okay, because it makes them feel good. I'm wearing a more expensive watch. But for what we're targeting, okay, our viewers are very intelligent. Our customers, our loyal customers are very intelligent. They know what to pick. They know the value of every single watch. They know that Aragon brands is truly high quality and use every single component, and the movement is pretty much the same as some of the watches you spend 500 or 600 or 300, whatever. So again, once again, I want to go back and tell you the spec of this watch. So it's sapphire crystal SII 34, the Seiko GMT automatic. So it's the same automatic movement that you find in the Seiko brand. Okay, so you might see them in what, $700 or $800. It's the same thing. Okay, all right. But of course, the design comes from the Aragon wing, and eye structure and engineer the Aragon watch is completely different. You know, some people like to make the watch small, thin, and I like to make them substantial. It's just my style. I like things are more industrial and clean looking. All right, now, so here we have is the 48. Okay, let me pick up the blue. The blue is what we call the aqua blue. Okay, very ocean. Okay, the north and south, okay, is 57. Okay, the lug to lug is 57. The thickness, I think, is 15.5 or 15.4. So it's less. It's about 0.1 millimeter thicker than the 42. All right. So let me do the demonstration. After that, I am going to show you what they look on my wrist. Again, 990 feet submersible underwater, which is a very, very big deal. Okay. Now, let me see if I can do this in front of the camera. It's not easy. Okay, so you need 2 of these, okay? So you see how I move and the other side moves as well. I'm gonna move this watch away so I don't scratch any of the watches right here. All right, so what you need 2 of these Allen screws, okay? All right, so unlock is to turn counterclockwise. So do it slowly in the beginning, just for a test, right? So you can turn both sides at the same time. You see how it's already loose? And after I sight, if this is the first time you've seen this collection, because I designed the Max and the Evo, they're using the same bracelet. Okay, it came out. And one is a round case, and this one is a more industrial cushion case with a lot of angles. You see, all of these are stainless steel, okay? And they go, I just want to show it to you, like, okay. Now, when you lock them, make sure you turn them just right. Don't overturn them, because if you overturn them, you could break the tip of the screw, okay? So I just want to show you, look at how small they are. Okay, maybe without my finger. All right. Okay, can you see this at home or on your screen display? I know it's coming in and out. There you go. So when you tighten them, make sure you do not overturn, because you could break them. Okay, so, and then each one of the bracelet has extra links just in case if you break 1 or 2 of them. No, not a problem. Do not worry, because you can take the screw and the bar from another link. Okay, and then this is what I would do. And then also check them periodically. Okay, you see how I do this? All right, so tight, let it out. I think it's fine. You can feel it with your fingers when you lock it, right? You can feel the other side is turning. So, and you push it in to prevent it from turning. And then you keep turning clockwise, and then you feel like, oh, okay, it's tight. All right, so now what I just did is show you how to size the bracelet. And now I'm gonna show you what they look like on my small wrist. Okay, now here we go again. We made 2 sizes, so everybody is happy, okay? All right, I'm gonna put on the green, okay? Make sure you can see the crown. If you wanna adjust the time, pull out, close, okay? And then to open the clasp, flip it up, okay? Push the buttons. This is an automatic. If you're not familiar with automatic, the rotor on the back turns both directions to charge the energy into the barrel. All right, so very good looking watch. See, very close to my wrist. Love it. And then I'm gonna wear the yellow, okay? And it's also well fitted. Okay, let me show you. Very well fitted, especially this bracelet is like a dream. You know how sometimes there are some link, they're very, very long. They don't curve around your wrist that much. This is very precise. Very comfortable. You can feel the smoothness in the back of the bracelet. You can feel it. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate the blue, and I'm going to do the gray. Tropical aqua. This aqua is almost like the Caribbean water, man. It's like every time when we go to the ocean, when we see the turquoise color of the water, it's like that. Like, wow, what a beautiful day, you know? That's how I feel when I see this color. All right, and then the last one. Make sure you stay for another 5-10 minutes. I mean, not 5-10 minutes, 5-10 seconds. So you can see, you know, the loom shots. Okay, all right, last one. So I don't know where you like to wear your watch. You know, I like the crown guard because you know how when it's digging to the back of your wrist, right? Or if you like to wear your watches above the bone, you know, like this part right here. Nice, right? 300 meters submersible underwater. And look for the coupon code for the Memorial Weekend, okay? And it's wild. We just want to, you know, do something great for everyone. All right, thank you so much. And one last thing I like to ask everyone for your favor is please share the videos so more people will know about the Aragon brands. Give us a like. And give us a comments underneath. So I read all of them. I periodically I'll go back, but to go back and read the new comments. Of course, some of the videos is more than 2-3 years old. I can't read them all, but the latest one I always go back periodically and go check out the comments. Okay, spread the words. Make sure you tell all your friends if you like Aragon brands, and next time when they purchase a watch, recommend Aragon first. Okay, I will see you very, very soon.